Water mechanics. Ugh. I didn't take that into account when I was building. What water mechanics would do to everything I do. Okay, that did not go where it was supposed to. And it was kind of obvious that it didn't go where it was supposed to. Come on. No, you didn't fill all the way in. All right. We'll come down here. I got to pull that one to go here. And I know I'm supposed to be ending, but I really want to see this filled. Like, I really want to do it. I really, 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 really want to see this full. So I'll fill it, and then I promise I'll go. And I know I have other things I'm supposed to go. But I want to see how cool this looks. This took us a long time to build. I think we have earned the right to see it filled up with water. But not with turtles. We'll save turtles for later. So yeah. Is that done? No. And I have a hole in my water over there, which is hilarious always to see. Put the water back. Put it back. Put it back. How about here? Can I take this one? I can. What about that one? Oh, oh. Did you see that go? That is so awesome. This is part of the water mechanics that I really like because I couldn't get it ever to do that. And now it does it so quickly and easily. This is how I filled up the polar bear. This went so fast. I don't know how many of you actually got to see me fill up the polar bear because it was done like in minutes. It was incredible. Fill in that one. And that fills in this one. Which fills in that one. Which fills in that one. And boom, that level is done. Now this one's going to cause some problems because there's a lot of other things here. And I don't know how well this one's going to work. I got stuck in the water flow. Okay, one in the corner, which makes you an infinite. You. There. Okay, there. So I've done this is my part of my longest outro ever. I'm filling in water. Because I want to see this. I want to see what this looks like. And I don't want to wait till tomorrow to do it. I don't want to be, tomorrow is, let's fill in water. We have a ton of other stuff we have to do. Okay, that was just weird. Nope, we're falling in. Okay, we still have to put something down there to get that side straightened out. And then this one. And then in the corner. Then on the edge. This is exciting. I love this. In other breaking news in my life, it is enrollment night on Wednesday. So all of our little brownies are actually going to be enrolled as brownies. And they chose the theme for enrollment because they like to torture us. And they made it unicorns. I hate unicorns. I mean, unicorns have never done anything to me personally, obviously. But unicorns are one of the most difficult themes to do anything with. They don't have easy crafts. They don't have materials that make sense. They are just not easy to work with. And I wanted to do magical forest because brownies are found in magical forests. But no, they chose something else. Now, the nice thing is they have to choose the theme for camp. Well, they've already used up their theme of unicorns, so they can't choose unicorns again. And if I'd thought about that ahead of time, I would have pointed out that they did unicorns at camp last year. Therefore, they shouldn't be allowed to do it this year. But I'm going up against a whole bunch of 8- and 9-year-olds. They're going to use 8- and 9-year-old logic. which, by the way, is not a real thing. There is no 8 or 9-year-old logic, but somehow it always seems to win. And I don't know why. I wish I did, because it's painful going up against it. They always win. So, yeah. Okay, that should fill in way down here. That should fill in there. There we go. Wasn't that cool? We just did like half of this all because we filled in the corners. Because that's all you need to do is fill in some corners. So yeah, I wanted the magical forest theme because there's a lot of trees that they could have like painted, and they could have done stuff like that and made trees, made leaves for it. Oh, I didn't finish filling that one in. That's not okay. I need to finish filling that one in there to make it work. That one, nope. That one, nope. That one. This one. Something's not right. See, there's a problem here. I think the problem is I needed to fill that one in. Yep, I don't think I filled any of those in. As a result, it had a glitch because it was trying to go in there. Well, I let them be kids. The program we're doing in Canada, they've just rewritten the program for Girl Guides, and it's called Girls First. So the idea is they're supposed to do all of their own programming now. And so they choose what type of stuff they want to do. They decide a lot of it. But what they're not aware of is how to do it. And that's what we're there for, is to teach them the how. But they're choosing things that are not easy to how. Like really difficult stuff. Stuff that we've avoided because we know as adults it's difficult to work with. But it doesn't seem to stop them from picking it. We asked them what they wanted as snacks. Well, they don't have to make the snacks. We have to make the snacks. And we have to take into account the numerous allergies we have in the unit. So what do they want? They want brownies, which is, of course, ironic, brownies wanting brownies. Well, how do you make brownies without milk? Because we have a severe allergy to milk. We also have a severe allergy, or an intolerance, I guess, to gluten. So we're going to have gluten-free, milk-free brownies. We tried heavily to say, well, maybe you should have like chips and popcorn, which we've had in the past, and it tastes good and it's safe for everybody. But it got voted down. So it's like, I'm glad you're happy that you wanted this, but what about those who can't? It's not cannibalism. What about those who can't participate in that? Like, what about your sister brownies? And they just didn't seem to care. And I was like, that is just so wrong. So I feel badly for Brown Owl, because she is the one who looks after all our food, mostly because it's her daughter that has those severe allergies. So it's hard for us to figure out. I have some serious water flow issues here. Wow, do I ever. So yeah, that's what they want. And so that's what we're going to do for them. But we're going to make sure that they understand that, yeah, you got this time, but you're not getting it next time. Like, you have to pick something else next time. All right, now I got a hole in the water. Oh. Can I put it on? No, I can't. I have to put a block under that. Do I have a block? I do not. I do now. And put the water on it. And then take out the block. And that should fix itself. Let's take that one out and make sure. There. I filled it in. So yeah. So we are somehow going to eat these brownies and they are going to taste terrible. We have Rice Krispie squares that are amazing and follow everything, but we can't have those this year. We have to meet some other dietary restrictions as well, and marshmallows do not follow that dietary restriction. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll change their mind after they taste them because they're going to be really awful. But the problem is we're going to have parents there, and the parents are going to be like, what is this mud we're feeding their kids? And it's like, it's the mud they asked for. They wanted it. They got it. Oh, I did it again. So we're not going to fight them on it. Girls first. Every time we do something that we totally disagree with, we're like, girls first. They chose it. They get it. What they want. The next few meetings are going to be a little more torturous for us because the first part of the program is really easy to do. You know what you want to do. You know what needs to be done. You have enrollment, so you have to do all that prep. And there's a lot of, getting to know you stuff. That has to be done. So that's fine. That's easy enough. But then after that, the girls have to decide the direction of their program. Ow! That one startled me. And you know what? I am not liking being startled. I am doing water. So yeah, that's what you get. And if your little friends out there join you, I will kill them too. I am doing water in my longest outro ever here. So, yeah, I don't know where I was. Another meeting? Ugh. Almost done. Almost done, except for there are random arrows now inside of it. Oh! Oh! My torches. My torches! I really don't want to end, to tell you the truth. Not that you can't tell. But there we go. We have a whole area over here I missed. Yeah. We're not quite done yet. We're almost done. And I just lost where that torch went. I don't know where it went. Oh, I just picked it up. Maybe? Yes. Now we're done. It's kind of weird that there are no torches on this island. That's not okay. Let's hop back over here. Let us pick up our light sources. Get a few lights down so that I can leave feeling comfortable that we're not going to come back to a whole bunch of drowned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I may drown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way down here is 5. And I think that's 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll see it's right on the edge. And there should be another one right here. But we need to go back down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're a no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These must go in first before any other decoration type stuff. And down we go. I'm standing on it, so it won't do the other one. And along this line, along that line, and back up, along this line, standing on it, and one more here. Oh, we only used a stack. Okay. Nope, we have more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be one. And here, and here. And then is there more along here? I did this one, but there will be another one here. So along here and there. So that is correct. This one's here. These are all fine. That's a straight line there. This is a straight line here. That one goes there. There. It looks like I have everything. Let's kill all of you guys. Come along. Why you're not on fire, I don't understand, but okay. Oh, and you. Hi! You dropped me iron. Nice. Is that everybody? Lots of flaming bodies up there. Not willing to go up there. Not dealing with a spider. Ooh, I do want these guys. Don't poof yet, I'm coming. Oh, I'm not going to get credit for killing them. Nope. Oh well. I don't even get my arrow back. Question, did you kill anything over here? Anything? Anything? No? Nothing? All right. Oh, but there's a guy up here. All right. And he's got shiny pants. Okay, so we'll take him out. We got these guys out. And I saw salmon. Are there no more salmon? Aha, there they are. I need to eat. Yep, blame Windows 10. I told you Windows 10 is the joke that was created just to mess with everybody. Gotcha. Okay. And yes, I know I'm supposed to be done. And there we go. Let go. Or don't let go. There we go. I missed something in here. Yep, I'm totally letting... They make their decisions. If they make a bad decision, they have to learn from their bad decision. Our only issue we have is that a lot of the program that they have for them is... It's making them make decisions beyond their actual level of understanding. And that's the problem we have with it. Here you go. I brought you another one. Now you can hang out together. So they don't understand what they need to do. We're like, what would you like to do to be able to help out in your community? And we get blank stares. Okay. What is your community? Who is in your community? Blank stares. Like, this is what we're kind of dealing with. A whole lot of, we don't know. All right. So, who enjoyed going to the firehouse last time? Everybody's hand pops up and they're like, yeah, we like going to see the firemen. All right, let's go see the firemen. So, yeah, they just don't know what they're being asked. And we're not entirely sure how we're supposed to ask them without spoon feeding them the answers. And that's a problem because we're not... Do you mind? Thank you. We're not supposed to spoon feed it. They're supposed to understand and they're supposed to do it on their own. And I'm like, girls at this age are not that capable. We did have another leader helping out in our unit one week, and she was surprised at the amount of freedom we gave the girls to make their decisions. Her unit is still very spoon-fed, and I'm like, we're not supposed to spoon feed them. We're supposed to let them decide. They need to make their own mistakes. And somehow make them understand that those mistakes they made are okay because they're learning experiences without getting them too upset. They are still just 8 and 9-year-olds. So that's something we're working on. Yeah, Windows 10 is horrible. I believe only in Windows 7. That is what I use. That is what I swear by. And if I were to have children, which I'm not doing, my child would be Windows 7. Yes, like making gluten-free brownies, dairy-free brownies. This is a mistake they will learn from. I don't know how it's going to go. On top of that, they decided last year where they wanted to go to camp. Great! We're going to do camp. This will be awesome. They chose Reptilia. Okay. Now, for those who don't know what that is, which is probably most, if not all of you, that is a reptile zoo. And you go there overnight. You sleep on the floor. And yeah, you have, like, we literally go there when they close and we do program there. And so they have the animals out, they do all that type of stuff, and we are going to be sleeping over at a reptile zoo. I am truly not okay with this. But it was their decision. So we booked it and we go in, I think, 2 weeks is when we go to Reptilia. And we will be sleeping over in a reptile zoo and doing interactive stuff. The part of this that makes me the most nervous is that this is the new facility. We are one of the first groups that's going to be sleeping over there. That looks pretty good. I can see turtles breeding in this, right? This screams, I want to breed as a turtle. Maybe a little bit more along the edge because I do have more. Some of these corners are a little naked. But yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. As an owner of a rodent, the food source of reptiles, I am not so great with reptiles. We have one of the parents actually was a little nervous about her daughter going. She brought the money and the permission slip to go, but she had some questions. So she was like, they're sleeping with the exhibits. I'm like, yes. I have never been before because it's brand new. It's just opened. I can't speak for what the facility is like. I have never been there. But we do have leaders who have gone to the other ones of it. So it's like you need to have at least some kind of an idea of what you're getting into when you go. Do I really have no more free salmon? I don't want to use any of my stuff that I've already used. My cage stuff, I want some free floating. Maybe we won't have any. Okay. But yeah, so we'll be there. So I take it the ones who don't make it for show are dinner? Like, that's where I have the issue. Mine's not for show. Mine's a lazy I can't say it's lazy. It's just, it is, I don't know. It is lazy. I do love my hamster. Marshmallow is the love of my life. Next to Comet and Tackback, of course, obviously. Can't like exclude them. But she is not the most active hamster, like by far. Really far. Like super, super far. And yeah, I kind of harass her by making her come hang out with me when she doesn't really want to. Yeah, I'm a terrible mom. But that's what I have. I have a hamster. And I only have one at a time. Although Brown Owl's daughter has a hamster and everyone was going away for Thanksgiving, which was last weekend, I want to say. So I hamster sat, which was kind of fun. I enjoy looking after other people's, especially since it was, they only had, he is the first and foremost, yes. But if Comet walks in the room, I'm afraid it's going to be a difficult one because Comet is just more cuddly. And honestly, when Comet does a headbutt, it doesn't hurt quite as much as when Tackback does. I don't think it means the same thing either when he does a headbutt versus when Comet does one. So yeah. You don't feed them on... Oh, you sell those too. Yeah, you can't put out ones with temperament issues. That's a definite no. So yeah. No, I don't breed either. I have no breeding that I do. I pick mine up. My hamsters all come from the pet store. They are all quite young when I get them. They go through a quarantine process before they come to me, and I am well versed in how to train them, how to look after them, and to do all of that. So when Brown Owl's daughter needed somebody to look after her hamster, I was very happy to do it because it was essentially a month old. She'd had it for 2 weeks and it had already bitten her. And I am like, that is not acceptable in any kind of rodent. They should never, ever bite. So that means that the owner needs a little bit of training and the hamster needs a lot of handling. So this poor little thing probably wanted to sleep a whole lot more than I allowed it. But it got a lot of training and it got handled all like crazy. Lots and lots of them. So I wanted a rat, actually, because they live longer and they are smarter. But that was not up to me. When I was younger, I did not have a choice as to whether or not I could have one. And my parents said nothing with a tail. So that meant cats and dogs were out, rats were out, gerbils were out, all of those. So it was like a no. But I could have hamsters. I could have a guinea pig. But when I went to look at the guinea pigs, I really didn't like them. They are really loud and they are nowhere near as friendly as a hamster. They're incredibly squirmy. And yeah, I was like, no, I'll pass on the whole guinea pig thing. I did understand they would live longer. I understood all the things I was kind of looking for in a pet. They qualified for. But I didn't want to do it. I really wanted the rats. A friend of mine had a rat and he used to bring it to school when we were in high school. And it was trained to hide under his, the collar of his shirt so that nobody would know that he had it there. And he would bring it to school. Like all the time. And I thought that was so cool. And I've never had a hamster that has come to me pregnant either. I've heard horror stories of that. But the stores that I go to are very particular. They are gender-specific stores. So every animal in that store is either female or male. If you want a different gender, you have to go to a different store. So I really like that. My local store only has males. So I got all of my supplies from there, but I had to go to a different one to be able to get the hamster itself. And when I got Marshmallow, there were 3 in her litter, or at least 3 that came to that store in her litter. And they were adorable, like absolutely adorable. And I watched them interact with each other and decided the one I wanted. And on my way home, I was like, its name is Marshmallow. Like, there is no doubt. I don't name my hamsters until after the first week. Like, they've got to live a week with me before you name them because, well, hamsters, they don't, even though they go through the quarantine process and everything else, sometimes they don't take very well to actually being in the new home. So you can't really count on them necessarily for a week, so I don't name them. So when I went back, because it was still under quarantine, I came back on the day that they were open. I was there the moment the store opened. Like, they were like, hi. And I'm like, yep, I'm here for my hamster. I had my carrier. I had everything all set up and ready to go. I was ready. And when I went in, the hamster I wanted was still there, obviously, because nobody could get it. And I was literally the first person through the door. But I completely fell in love with the one I have now. It was not my original choice. Not at all. So I was like, its personality just said, this is the one that's coming home with me. It was the right one. And so I went against what I had planned originally and against what I had told the store I was coming for. And there we go. I knew you were eating, and came home with who I have now as Marshmallow. And she has been absolutely a darling. And again, handling is the most important things because that's how you tame them. They got to get used to your smell. They got to get used to your voice. They've got to get used to all the noises around. Like when I was hamster sitting, I was like, this hamster can't go in my room. This is not like its territory. Therefore, this is Marshmallow space. So it went out in the hallway where everybody was walking by at all hours. We were vacuuming. We were sweeping up the floor. We were doing a ton of stuff, and all of it was making a ton of noise. So as a result, it was just hilarious. Oh, and there's Takback sent me a picture just now. And yeah. And it's a picture of Comet reaching off of his tree, reaching out, sort of like saying, hi, I'm here. And that's what I love. That's what I want a cat for. But I have a cat, technically, it lives with him. So, yeah. Yeah, you just don't know with them. So you don't. And there. You had one that looked like a possum? Oh, that would be so cute. And yeah, they're either people or they're not peopled. Now, the hamsters, before they get to the pet store, the specific pet store that I go to, that brand, you guys, I think it's down in the US as well. I go to PetSmart. And they handle the hamsters a lot before they are allowed out. And they have a 3-day quarantine when they actually arrive at the store to make sure that they're okay and that they can handle the stress of that move. And then they give you a 2 weeks as well after it gets to you to make sure it handles the stress of you bringing it home. So the weekend that they were away, that was when the 2-week period ended for this little hamster. So I was like, no pressure. I'm still within the warranty. So if it doesn't make it, yeah, it's within that 2 weeks. But they had gone through a few hamsters. They had tried a few of the little Russian hamsters, and those just didn't make it. I'm not sure where the cage is. I know for the Russian hamster, they had it in the bathroom, and I was like, do not put the hamster cage in the bathroom. The humidity in there is going to make all its food rot. It's going to have to be cleaned so much more. And the temperature extremes from one to the other, these are desert animals. They should not be in that kind of humidity. So I think that her name is Hermione, and it was a female as well, which made me happy. They actually got from the same store I did. She is now, I think, somewhere else, either in the bedroom or out in the hallway. So it's better. It possibly, yes. Ours are very, they're really good. They actually are linked up with all of the shelters in the area. And so they don't actually buy cats and dogs from like breeders. All of their cats and dogs that they sell are from the shelter. So they have them come in. We have, especially in our area, we have a place called Second Chance, and it is a massive farm area where they have all these cats and stuff everywhere, and those cats come in to be adopted. And that's what they do. They do bring in like hamsters and stuff like that as well. Any other animals that have been turned in, they will come in. You can actually adopt a squirrel. Like they actually have squirrels. So they do that. But they didn't have any adopted like hamsters to adopt. I did check with the shelter as well to see if there was any to be adopted there, and there weren't. So I was like, okay, I have to get a fresh and new one. When my last hamster died, I took it a little on the very badly side. She was there. I had moved 3 times and she had moved with me. And in the last place I was in, it was not actually safe for her to be. So I actually moved her in with my parents, but at that point she had already gotten sick. We had a mouse problem in the last place I was living, and I'm pretty sure they could get in and out of her cage. Ours don't actually even sell birds. Yeah, ours, as far as I know, I have never seen birds in PetSmart at all at any of the ones that I've been to. We have some smaller pet stores that do sell birds, but they are specifically from breeders that are supposed to be there. Yes, I am actually going now. That's why I've stopped. All my links were up earlier. That's where you can find me. All is good. I do have to go. I'm going to be late. I don't think I care because I don't actually want to go. There are so many other things I need to get done and I could get done, and I would prefer to get done. So maybe I'll read my book that I'm supposed to read instead and answer the 50,000 emails that I have that have been popping up and answer the phone call that I had. Life is very busy. But thank you everyone for coming out, and we'll see you tomorrow where we will put our turtles out and we'll see if we can get some more of this list done. There's a lot of stuff to do in here, especially some stuff down in the nether. We have to do that. That's going to be not so fun. And we have to do some other, like there's still a lot of stuff to do. I do have to cross all the stuff we got done on here and off so that I know it's done. All right, so that's it for me. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you for all the new follows. Welcome to the family, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.